Right, so we got a Trine in the sky when it comes to the sun and Aries, moon, and Sagittarius. So we're gonna pretty much have this big gift to react and respond towards looking at the bigger picture when it comes to our moves and sun and Aries, exaltating that action, that initiative. So we're gonna get into the aspects. We're gonna break it down. Of course, we're gonna see what's going on. So whenever the moon is in Sagittarius, the moon is feeling optimistic, is feeling the need to pretty much expand, look at the bigger picture, get out of anything that's pretty much trapping you or keeping you, trapped in, hogged in, clogged in. Of course, moon in Sagittarius want you to pretty much look at other areas and other ways to pretty much put hope, faith, experiences, meanings, reasons, purpose. So you gotta have a meaning, a reason, and a purpose during this time for these next few days when it comes to what you're trying to pretty much have an intentions on. We're still going to the waning phase, so of course, in order for you to be able to actually go ahead and of course play out these energies, you need to let go of something that you was pretty much holding on to with the moon and Scorpio. Whatever you was fixated on, you need to let that go and allow that to be transformed so you can be able to actually become the rise of Phoenix and of course expand when it comes to moon and Sagittarius during this time. Look at the bigger picture. Experiences, traveling, purpose, passions, motivation. So of course it's immutable fire. So we're gonna be adapting to ways of feeling and seeing about expressing ourselves and feeling this rejuvenation towards, being fun, having excitement, taking risks, feel me? So this is the time to take risks. We're gonna have gifts that's gonna back and support that. So it's time to go ahead and, get situated, get yourself out there, and of course, project yourself. Now we're gonna break down the aspects. So we got the sun conjunct Jupiter right now. So we're gonna have this strong need to take action, and we're gonna take action towards our experiences. Strong need to act on your experiences on this. So go ahead and of course, look at the bigger picture and take direct actions towards what you're trying to pay attention to, or what you're paying attention to, and what you're trying to expand. So by you taking action, you will expand and experience that. We also got Moon Square Saturn, so we're gonna be feeling restricted when it comes to our comfortability and reality. So we're gonna be feeling real restricted during this time. We got the Moon in Sagittarius, we got Saturn in Pisces. So we may basically feel restricted when it comes to experiences dealing with, meanings, reasons, and purposes geared towards reality and how we go about constructing that. The Saturn and the Moon don't really go hand in hand. It's debilitated in that area, so we may feel debilitated during this time when it comes to our experiences during this time. So be aware of that. I mean, but this is just for a few days. It's not permanently. But you can use this. You can learn how to see what it wants you to do. It wants you to learn how to use your moods, your emotions, to look at the big picture when it comes to seeking and of course going about your way of dealing with a status and reputation when it comes to dreams, fantasies, and delusions. Saturn and Pisces moons and Sagittarius. So we go through a learning aspect of sun when it comes to our comfortable. We also got Mercury sextile Mars. So Mercury is in Taurus right now, and of course we got Mars and Cancer right now. So we're gonna have opportunities to practicalize our way of thinking and communicating. Of course, putting that towards our passion, dealing with home, family, privacy, and of course what makes us feel comfortable. So you're gonna have opportunities to use your mind to bring comfortability in life. This is also gonna be Mars is gonna also exalt Mercury during this time to help amplify that. So you're gonna have opportunities to pretty much use your passions, your motivations, your anger, and your aggression towards your mind. Feel me? Because wherever Mars go, the mind gonna go. Feel me? That's pretty much opportunities. So you got opportunities to go ahead and of course bring your passions, your motivations, and what makes you motive to pretty much put that towards your mind, practicalizing that, being fixated on it. We also got Venus, Trine, Pluto. So we're gonna have this gift to value transformations when it comes to who we value, what we love, what we appreciate, and of course what we desire to do. We also got the Sun conjunct Chiron. So of course, this is the power to take direct action towards healing yourself and others. Also, we got Venus sextile Neptune. So you're gonna have opportunities to value, love, and appreciate a form of an illusion when it comes to your reputations, status, career, goals, and dreams. Because we also got Neptune and Pisces. We got Saturn and Pisces. We got a whole lot of situations going on with that. And of course, it's in 3 degrees, so you're gonna be feeling this emphasized. So it's getting serious when it comes to dreams. We also got Mars, Trine, Saturn. So we're all gonna have this gift to use our passion, desires towards gaining comfortability and gaining a status in a career during this time. So even you can pretty much be motivating your home and your family during this time. Have intentions towards being using motivation when it comes to your dreams and fantasies. We also got Moon opposed Venus right now. So what does that basically mean? That means we're gonna have a strong transformational moment when it comes to feelings, dealing with who we value, love, and of course who we are compromising with. So the moon is gonna bring transformations when it comes to our values and our pleasures and desires. So that moon is gonna bring some transformative moments. So you may basically find yourself being single on it, so for good reasons. The moon know what it's doing, the world know what it's doing, the stars know what it's doing. So just let the stars do what it gotta do. Feel me? What you stressing for? Moon chart Neptune. So you're gonna have this gift to feel connected when it comes to your spiritualities and you expanding your dreams and delusions. You're also gonna have Moon chart and Chiron. You're gonna have this gift to feel comfortable with whatever we are reacting and responding to get rid of our trauma. We're gonna have Venus square Saturn. This is value and seriousness when it comes to love and romance and desires. And we got Jupiter conjunct Chiron, expanding through anything that's bringing obstacles. All right, so we got the moon and Sagittarius in your house. So if you got moon and Sagittarius in your first house, you're a Sagittarius ascendant. So of course, it's pretty much looking at the bigger picture when it comes to your experiences, meanings, reasons, and purpose when it comes to your personal life. Also, you got Aries in your fifth house. So you need to be very direct when it comes to who you are bringing entertainment towards to, who you are having love and affair and romance with. Expand that when it comes to that house. Now also, Jupiter is in Aries. So you're gonna have the gift to use your fifth house in Aries. And you're also gonna go through some learning aspects when it comes to Neptune and when it comes to Saturn. So Neptune and Saturn, I want you to pretty much learn to pretty much be serious and put dreams and fantasies that's gonna support a status, a career, and goal when it comes to home, family, and privacy, or your comfort zone. Now, if you got Sagittarius in your second house, Sagittarius in your second house, I want you to value, love, and appreciate, and of course, look at the bigger picture when it comes to expanding your money, your resources, your material, putting hope, faith, and luck in that area. And the sun in Aries wants you to be direct and passionate towards work, health, routine. So I want you to be consistent during this time when it comes to what you react and respond to and blend that two together. Now, also, you're going to have the sixth house for Jupiter and Aries, which is going to be a gift during the time. You're going to use your sixth house during the time. And also, Saturn and Neptune, which will learn how to get serious and sober when it comes to your fifth house. Excitement, fun, entertainment, and enjoyment. I want you to pretty much create a reputation, create a form of business, a career behind that by entertaining people or doing something that's bringing excitement or fun within your life. You got Sagittarius in your third house is opposite in this house, so of course you're a Libra. So the moon and Sagittarius want you to look at the bigger picture when it comes to expanding your mind, expanding your environment, your surroundings, and whoever you surround yourself with. If they're not willing to pretty much expand, then they're trying to trap you. And when Sagittarius get trapped, they're gonna find a way out. So you need to find your way out when it comes to your mind, your mentality, your environment, your surroundings, especially if you feel trapped. And also, I want you to pretty much put that towards your relationships. And also, Saturn wants you to pretty much learn how to get serious when it comes to your work, health, and routines and where you work at. I want you to pretty much use that job for your own benefits and not allow the job to use it you or use you for its benefits. So if you got Moon and Sagittarius, your fourth house is exalted here. You're a Virgo ascendant. So by default, you need to be reactive, responding towards looking at the bigger picture when it comes to expanding where you live at, where you stay at, where you feel comfortable at, where you feel home at. I want you to expand that. And I also want you to pretty much do that behind the scenes, be private, be hidden. So use a little bit of, ceremonies, rituals, and spells. Be more ritualistic on the time. And also, Saturn is bringing some squares and conflicts and learning aspects when it comes to your relationships and one-on-one relationships. Are you really with the right person? Now, if you got Moon and Sagittarius in your fifth house, Moon Sagittarius in your fifth house wants you to pretty much expand your way of self-expressing yourself when it comes to activities, projects, fun, excitement, entertainment, enjoyment, your perspectives and your points of view. I want you to look at the bigger picture in that perspective. And I want you to take action towards your spiritualities and your meanings and of course your purpose and your life purpose during this time. You're also going to learn aspects when it comes to your eighth house, who you have sexual intercourses with, who you are passionate about, what you desire, and what are your motives and your intent. Saturn wants you to get serious around that area. No more BSing. Also, if you got Sagittarius in your sixth house, Sagittarius in your sixth house wants you to look at the bigger picture and have a meaning and a purpose behind your work, health, routine on this time. And by you putting that meaning, that reason, that purpose, Sun and Aries in the 10th house wants you to apply intentions around that. So you need to be blending those trines together and pushing that off. Now, also, you also going to be going to some learning aspects when it comes to your ninth house. Saturn, I want you to get serious when it comes to your reasons, your purposes, and your meaning and your life when it comes to experiences. Now, if you got Moon and Sagittarius in your seventh house, Moon Sagittarius want you to have a meaning and a reason and purpose behind your relationships and who you relate yourself with, what type of relationships you got going on in your life. I mean, you got to have a meaning and a reason and a purpose when it comes to who you react and respond to for the next few days. And, Sun and Aries want you to broadcast that, put that out there, and of course, I want you to be direct about it. Feel me? Don't hold your tongue. So that's going to be your Trine for the next few days. And also, you're going to be going to some learning aspects when it comes to Saturn in your 10th house. Saturn in your 10th house want you to get serious when it comes to your goals and reputation. Also, if you got Moon and Sagittarius in your 8th house, I want you to have a meaning and a reason and a purpose behind your rituals and spells, your desires, your motives, and your intentions. And the Sun and Aries want you to pretty much be more private, be more hidden behind that. Feel me? So you need to be more secretive during the sun. And then of course it's like a stay down until you come up kind of scenario. And Saturn, I want you to get serious behind who you associate yourself with. Also, if you got Moon and Sagittarius in your 9th house, it's home here. So by default, Moon Sagittarius want you to have a meaning and a reason and a purpose behind your faith, belief, your education, your morality, and your spiritual system. The Sun and Aries want you to take action towards your life, your private life. So I want you to go through some experience. It wants you to expand your personal life. So you're gonna go to some learning aspects when it comes to your dreams, imaginations, and fantasies. You need to get serious in that area. That's what it's telling you. If you got the Moon and Sagittarius in your 10th house, Moon Sagittarius want you to have a meaning, a reason, and a purpose behind your career goals and reputation. I want you to expand that. And of course, Sun and Aries want you to take action towards having patience, but being direct towards that. And you're gonna go be. Oh yeah, so Saturn wants you to get serious when it comes to your personal life, your personal dreams, your personal imaginations, your personal perspectives. I want you to sober up. I want you to place certain boundaries, limitations, and restrictions in your life. That's gonna pretty much hold you back. For me, that's the boundaries, limitations, and restrictions that you need to start putting up. Things or people, places, and things that's in your personal life. You need to put boundaries towards them. To me. Now, also, you have the Moon and Sagittarius in your 11th house. Also, the Moon and Sagittarius is debilitated in the 10th house. So that means you need to work hard. And you need to get serious. Pisces ascendants. Now, also, Moon and Sagittarius in your 11th house. This house and location, you Aquarius ascendant. So you got opportunities to work with. Moon and Sagittarius want you to pretty much have a meaning and a reason and purpose towards who you associate yourself with. How you are being unique and original in the world. So, are you expanding with the people, places, and things? Or are they keeping you caged in or blocked in? That's what you need to start considering when it comes to Moon Sagittarius in your 11th house. Your groups, your friends, your associations, how you publicly put yourself out there in the world. You need to pretty much look at the bigger picture towards expanding that and expanding with the right people, places, and things that's in your corner or your circle. I mean, if they in your corner, then they're not really in your circle. I mean, unless everybody in the circle, everybody gotta be in the circle. Or once your foot get in that box, you gotta be in the circle. Now the Sun of Aries wants you to take initiative action towards your environment and your surroundings. So whoever you're associating yourself with, for me, have conversations with them, have communications with them, for me, interact with them. Also, Saturn and Pisces is bringing seriousness towards your life. It wants you to learn about the things you value, and it also wants you to pretty much value your savings or value your resources and material during the sign. I want you to pretty much, get serious in that area and sober up when it comes to the resources and material. That means put money away for a rainy day. And last but not least, if you got Sagittarius in your 12th house, you are Capricorn ascendant. So by default, Sagittarius in your 12th house, I want you to pretty much look at the bigger picture when it comes to these next few days. When it comes to what do you do before you go to sleep? Have a meaning and a reason and a purpose before you laying in that bed, before putting your head on that pillow, before writing down your dreams, before spirituality. Have a meaning and a reason and a purpose before you get in your bed. Always have a meaning and reason and purpose when it comes to dreams too. And the Sun of Aries wants you to be direct towards home, family, privacy, and comfortability. What makes you feel comfortable? So you just need to get comfortable with all this time. Every season is going to exalt you. It's going to bring energies that's going to help amplify you, but it's also going to bring conflict and squares to learn how to use these amplifications within your life. And also, Jupiter Aries is bringing gifts in your 4th house. Now, Saturn wants you to get serious when it comes to your environment, your surroundings, and whoever you communicate yourself with, and have your mind. You need to get serious during this time when it comes to your mind. You need to get sober up and serious. use your mind to make your dreams come.